Hey there, it's Danny Griffin with another Monday Mojo brought to you by freethinkingtools.com. One man's daydreaming is another man's day. Comes from Gray Livingston. Have you ever found yourself way up the river without a paddle and not know how you got there? How can it be that we can go on autopilot only to wake up and find ourselves in an unexpected place? Not necessarily a good spot either. With so much guidance out there, how is it that many of us are always lost? Aren't there enough people out there who have already figured it out and conquered all sorts of challenges? And isn't it really simple to just follow them to the promised land? Of course not. You know why? Because we're all on our own journey. Even though the treasure map has been left behind for us to read, it's virtually impossible to duplicate anything. Why? Because you'd have to hold all other factors constant. And how can you do that when people are so individualistic? Each of us have so many influences that affect our process that it would be ridiculous to even state that we can simply follow somebody else's footsteps. Systems, steps, checklists, it's all just enough to drive anybody mad. In fact, it might just be enough to clip our creative wings. Usually we start with the perception that we should be following a certain path led by our parents, our peers, the community, our religion, or our political party. So much so that we stop thinking and just blindly copy. There's the problem. Too many opinions from the outside. Start down one path only to not get a perfect immediate result and then be told, well, you're simply following the wrong method. So throw that all out the window and leapfrog to a new starting point. Now, that sounds exciting and offers loads of variety, but is it fulfilling? How can we possibly feel fulfilled if we're always starting and stopping? Now, don't get me wrong, there are certainly times when we're harming ourselves and we should change directions immediately. But perhaps we should be asking ourselves, how did we get lost to begin with? So, let's return to the starting point, because at least we can agree that all things have a start. And in many aspects of life, we have the freedom to determine when and where to start. Yet, this unbridled freedom might be the foundation of the very problem. What if some all-powerful being made us stop and do some thinking each time we start? What if we were forced to sit down with a piece of paper and decide what we're really after and not what everybody said we should be after? What if the freedom we really exercise was the type that's critical to personal fulfillment? The type of freedom when we express out loud what we really want to do with our lives by actually living the dream. You know, the one that we see in our minds all the time. So you see, the reason we wake up lost in the river is perhaps simply because we're daydreaming rather than living the actual dream. Hey, I'm Danny Griffin with another Monday Mojo brought to you by freethinkingtools.com, reminding you, please think and thrive. And do me a favor, if you like these, share them with some friends and family, and leave your comments here, and I will personally reply to all of them. I'll see you next time on Monday Mojo, brought to you by freethinkingtools.com. Have a great day.